YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to another Identity 5 video. Today we're going to be looking at basically CIPHER Rush and how it can impact games and essentially allow you to beat, top tier hunters. Before we get into the video, I would like to thank all you guys for all your support on the recent tier list videos and all of the new subscribers as well. Welcome to the channel. I think we've gone from 300 to almost 400 subscribers in like 2 weeks. It's crazy. I'm super excited. I never thought it would go this well, but thank you guys so much for all your support. I really do appreciate it. Let's get into the video. First game here, I have two gameplays for you. The first one, we are against a Wu Chang on Moonlit. Good job from the Mercenary getting to the side of that pallet to avoid this hit, but a good mind game here from the Wu Chang, actually to get the free hit on the Mercenary. Really, abusing that hitbox to get that range and force the Mercenary not, because if the Mercenary vaults the pallet, he gets terror shocked, right? And that's just terrible. So good patience from the Mercenary not to instantly vault there. And at this point, the Wu Chang is looking for the mechanic, right? And he's going to think, okay, the mechanic might be on Big Boat, right? Because that's usually where mechanics go. They go to the best kiting area on the map. But no, it actually is me, the Seer, on Big Boat. He is going to throw out his umbrella to keep it hovering here. But you're going to see, I ended up doing a pretty good kite, but we finished so many ciphers in a very short amount of time, just based off the CIPHER rush of the mechanic and the rest of the team constantly decoding. And this is why a lot of people say, oh, survivors are broken, because you really have that CIPHER decoding, that CIPHER rush, that decoding speed to get through the ciphers quickly. So we're going to see the Wu Chang here. I am just looping Big Boat. This is one of the best kiting areas on the map. You've got these walls, you got the hole to drop down, you got the the window on the side of the upstairs area, and it drops down. I'm actually going to use an owl here because I don't want to get charge attack. I was going to vault that window, but it wasn't really worth it because there's a chance I get terror shocked if I don't use my owl, if he goes for a charge attack. So here the Wu Chang does have presence. As you remember, he did hit that Mercenary. I am going to drop down the hole here, and I'm going to transition up to this window. Now, the Wu Chang does have that charge attack, so I'm not going to try to vault that because, again, there's a chance I get terror shocked. So I'm just going to take the hit, vault the window, and again, drop right back down to the bottom floor. And I'm going to use these walls, right? When you're kiting, guys, keep the hunter, try to keep obstacles between you and the hunter, right? It's basic, but as you can see here, I have this entire wall in between me and the hunter. It forces, I'm forcing the hunter to vault the window and go after me. At this point, look at this, we already have 3 CIPHER machines left. I am able to avoid the bell here. I think the Wu Chang, he has abnormal, so he actually trump cards to blink here, and I am able to dodge this blink as well. Vault this window, get the speed boost, and transition back up to this window yet again. The Wu Chang is going to teleport here, and he's going to get that charge attack hit again using that that very long hitbox. But I was able to do a pretty decent kite. As you can see, we have 2 CIPHER machines already decoded. I believe 2 others are pretty much primed at this point. The Prospector is actually just going to come in and buy a little bit of time. And Prospector does an excellent job here. He throws his magnet on the Wu Chang, forces the Wu Chang to drop me. And guys, I actually run increased struggle speed. I will to survive, which is for 2 of it. So I have increased struggle speed with Seer, and I am actually able to struggle. As you can see, the Wu Chang wasn't even holding me very long, and he only dropped me once. But I was able to struggle. At this point, the Wu Chang hasn't been able to put anybody on share, and we already have 2 CIPHER machines remaining, so it's already essentially a 3 CIPHER kite for me. A little bit of help from the Prospector, but again, you see that decoding really coming into work and making a huge effect in this match. The Wu Chang coming down here. Prospector, again, trying to magnet, buying as much time as possible. The Mercenary kind of hanging nearby. A little bit risky, but it actually ends up paying off. As again, I am able to struggle. You're going to see here, guys, the Wu Chang doesn't even, hold me for a long period of time. And again, I'm able to struggle. That will to survive, guys. If you, this isn't really part of the video, but if you guys are playing Seer, I do recommend struggle speed. I do time this bell a little bit incorrectly, but that's okay. But struggle speed is so good with Seer. At this point, the last 2 CIPHER machines are pretty much primed. We're working on that one outside of Big Boat, and I believe that is the Prospector. Yeah, it's about 50% of the way done, and then Mechanic has one that's already 83% of the way done. Again, a decent kite for me overall. It could have been better, but we already have 1 CIPHER machine remaining just based off of a decent kite, not even like a really, really good one. And the Prospector does a good magnet to keep the Wu Chang away from him here. Mercenary is going to get a free save, and this forces the Wu Chang to essentially change targets. Good job from the Prospector not getting hit there. Good bell here. He's going to be able to get the hit on the Prospector now. But it doesn't matter at this point. The Mercenary trying to rush that last CIPHER. The Wu Chang is going to teleport. But the Mercenary is away. He's aware of that. We were able to say Hunter change targets. The Prospector did. And now the mechanic's just going to heal me. We don't need to rush this last Cypher Machine, guys. As you can see here, we have we've decoded 4 Cypher Machines in a very short amount of time. And now, you know, we can freely just heal up and, you know, play the slow game, right? As I like to call it, play the slow game. Good stun from the Prospector to avoid getting hit here. The Wu-Chang is just going to go ahead and fire off that blink, which is fine. This is going to allow us to keep working on that last Cypher Machine. The mechanic's setting up for the rescue. Mercenary is priming that last Cypher, and I'm going to go ahead and wait by the exit gate. So as soon as it gets popped, we're able to, you know, essentially instantly pop it. It looks like the Wu-Chang changing his sights onto the Mercenary here. But a good job from the Mercenary. I believe the Mercenary and Prospector might have been in VC. I don't know, but they had very good communication. They were able to rotate and move around very well. And the Wu-Chang is going to get a hit on the Mercenary here. And I think the mechanic just pops the last Cypher. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pop the Cypher. I'm starting on the exit gate. And just like that, as you guys can see, the last Cypher did take a while for us to finish, but that's okay. We wanted to do that. We wanted to play the slow game. You know, essentially force the Hunter to chase people, chair people, get them off of the Cypher. And, you know, essentially this allows us to heal up and prepare for this endgame. Wu-Chang is trying to trap me here. I was able to get a second owl while kiting, though. I'm going to throw this pallet down. And he's going to chase after me here. I'm going to go ahead and drop that owl as well. He's going to hit it. And I believe he changes targets to the Prospector, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like it. Prospector's going for the gate. But a good job from the Prospector reading that the Wu-Chang's not actually, you know, essentially going to be going to that gate. And a good push from the Prospector with that magnet. He's going to throw him back against the wall there, and he gets the Soul Siphon move just in time to get that vault off. This Prospector, actually, I'm going to be honest, guys, this Prospector played very well. I believe he ends up getting Dungeon as well, if I'm not mistaken. Mercenary does have Cornfield open, and we're all just rushing for the gate at this point. We know that Wu-Chang does not have Teleport. He has blinked multiple times, and has already used his Trump card ability, so he no longer has that as an option. I'm surprised that one didn't hit him, I'm going to be honest. And at this point, it's just a matter of time before the rest of us survivors, you know, get up the exit gate, and the Prospector does, I believe, get Dungeon, as Dungeon is at good mind game from the Prospector here as well. Yeah, there is Dungeon. He is able to get to it in time, and we do secure the 4-person escape. This is a rank match mode, so that extra point really does make a difference when we're going for that 4-person escape. But as you guys can see, the Cypher Rush with, you know, the team constantly decoding, kiting away from Cyphers, as you can see there. I pretty much just stayed Big Boat the whole time because I knew nobody was decoding nearby. And Mechanic was able to rush with her bot and main body as well. Moving on to the second game here, this is against a Sculptor on Red Church. We do have another Mechanic, and you're going to see the Cypher Rush really come into effect here. The Mechanic, or the Priestess, doing a very good job of rotating around. I am the Seer, and I am in VC with Cloudy, the Priestess, who is my duo, and I'm telling him, like, where the Sculptor's going. He's going back gate, you know, looping around that other side. You gotta watch out for that. Good statue from the Hunter here, able to land that hit on Cloudy. But he is going to transition into Graveyard. This is the best kiting area on the map for the most part, especially for a Priestess. It's very strong. You do see he does have that Tide Turner build, so he does not have the Broken Windows as an option. But this is a very good kite so far. I'm surprised this actually didn't pallet stun. But I got a little lucky there. He was able to vault that in time. Throw that pallet down and transition away. Just has to dodge statues. Keep distance between him and the Hunter. You know, you want to get the decoding going as much as possible here. And yeah, I believe he does go down. Very good prediction from the Sculptor here. You know, seeing that the Priestess was going to try to portal through there, waiting for the portal, and then, you know, swinging that hit, getting the hit on the Priestess. Very good job. Very good game sense. But as you can see here, we don't have any Cypher Machines finished. We have 4 Cypher Machines that are about 50% or more of the way done at this point. I believe the Mechanic's main body may be about 50% of the way done now, but we have 4 Cypher Machines that are approaching being decoded. So, you know, within a short amount of time here, we can literally pop 4 Cypher Machines, and the game is pretty much just started, right? Sculptor doesn't actually camp here, opts to kind of change target and go after me. Not really putting too much pressure on me necessarily, but actually is, you know, keeping me from decoding and just kind of throwing up statues. As long as I can dodge these statues, there isn't much the Sculptor can really do at this point. And I was able to dodge every statue, I believe. And the Gravekeeper finally does transition for an after half rescue. It was a decent kite, so I'm surprised I didn't go before, but it ends up working out. Good long-range statue from the Sculptor there, able to get a double hit on the Priestess and the Grave. But the Priestess, Claudia's just going to go ahead and use these portals. Try to transition as far away from the Hunter as possible. You have to get away. You are dead on chair, and you have to get away as much as possible. And the Sculptor does realize that they've lost the Priestess, and they just have to change their targets to the Gravekeeper. Excellent job from the Sculptor. A little bit of a misstep from the Gravekeeper there, but excellent job from the Sculptor getting that getting that statue hit and swinging at that pallet. A very, very smart move. Saber is a very good hunter. I believe it's first Sculptor and second hunter in the North American European server. So definitely knows what they're doing, and a very good hunter. But we are gonna Priestess does call that World Portal, and we're gonna go ahead and if you guys are wondering what I mean by World Portal, I mean Ultra Long Portal. We're gonna go ahead and heal her up because she is dead on chair. And we do have that mechanic bot finishing one of those ciphers, and it just popped now. As you guys can see here, we're able to finish, like I said, finish those 4 cipher machines, and we're really not too far into the game. I mean, this is Gravekeeper's first chair. I know Priestess was on chair already, but this is Gravekeeper's first chair, and we're already at a single cipher machine remaining. You see, the mechanic really coming into effect, making it so you only have to decode, 4 ciphers, essentially, if you have that bot in play. It makes it so the survivors really only have to decode 4 cipher machines to win the game instead of 5. I mean, that's how broken mechanic is. That's just mechanic in a nutshell. And that might not be necessarily the best way to describe it. However, Gravekeeper does ask for Owl, but I do feel like it is best to save it here, especially because the Sculptor has full presence, and Priestess will need to be the one going for that rescue because she does have Tide Turner, and she, with a full presence Sculptor, she's most likely going to need that Owl for the rescue. Oh my god, I'm talking so much, I can't even breathe. Okay, the Sculptor is going to chisel me here. I actually don't mind if I get statue hit. I'm pretty much at this point just gonna try to decode as much as possible. If I get statued, who really cares at this point? I'm being super aggressive. I do take the statue, but I do give the Owl to the Priestess, allowing them to go in for the rescue. The Hunter is going to hit into that Owl there. Allow for the save with Tide Turner. The Cypher Machine, about 70% of the way done at this point. The Priestess just trying to take a hit for the Gravekeeper. Both are dead on chair. Something to keep in mind. Priestess was saved after half. Originally, Mechanic is going to go body block as well. And I'm just rushing the Cypher at this point. The Sculptor does not have access to teleport. He is going to get the statue hit, but we do pop the last Cypher Machine here. The Priestess is going to make it to this window. And try to transition as far away as possible. Mechanic beginning to open the back gate with her bot. I believe I'm opening Wedding as well. And Priestess does go down here. But you are, as a hunter, you're kind of forced to... Oh, it looks like... Yeah, you're forced to kind of pick up this Priestess. That is the downside of chasing a Priestess in the endgame, because Priestess's healing time is so fast. And as you guys saw, he's forced to pick up the Priestess. I'm able to open the Wedding exit gate in time. The other 2 survivors are able to escape out back gate, and we are able to secure the win because of that incredible Cypher Rush from the Mechanic, and good decoding overall, kiting away from Cyphers by the rest of the team. That's going to wrap it up for the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe button down below, and I will see you all in the next one.